noises is like a manly noise to cry, you know, like.
Yeah, it's like Clint Eastwood's, you know, stony face and like a single tear.
Yeah, just like a single tear. That's a manly cry. But then if
like
you're
like a desperate escapee from a POW.
What was your cry?
Is
that your cry?
No, heavens no. No, but it is pathetic, I'll tell you that.
Hi guys!
Afro. Circus, Afro. You haven't heard that?
No.
Coconut, Afro.
I don't know what this is. Afro!
It's as far as I know, it's from Madagascar 3.
Okay.
And all my kids just sing that all the time.
Wow.
They
you've never actually
they
seen
just
it.
break out in chorus all of a sudden.
Yeah, awesome.
So,
haven't seen it.
now folks, you can't see it, but on the other side of the room on the whiteboard are detailed calculations on 2013
I was just looking at that. It's pretty exciting.
That's right. We've got 4 possible locations up there.
Yeah.
Snowbird.
I'm gonna go scout them out with Sarah.
Whoa! I was on the docket for scouting out with Sarah. No. Because then that's me not even being there.
Why?
That's 2 strong ladies on a mission with some doofus following them around.
But you're
That's
gonna
what that.
record it.
No.
Now you're not gonna.
Oh, I get to record it. Oh, good. I get to be Jeeves with a parasol, like following you guys around. No, thank you.
Okay, fine. I don't have to go.
You're
It's
out.
Fine.
You're out.
Fine.
May I continue? I got out one word. Snowbird.
I didn't blah.
Now I know how everybody else feels when I'm around. Sundance, the place we've been doing them. Park City, which is the one where we want to purchase it. That's our plan A. It's time. Valhalla needs to be a thing. We do it. We own it. That was the dream. And so yeah, Park City Valhalla, we have a location for that all picked out. And it's ridiculously awesome. 5-Star Ranch is a place we've looked at as well, which is
that in
it's really nice. What?
Where is that?
No, it's up in it's up Spanish Fork Canyon.
Okay, yeah, that's
I can't remember the name of the city that it's in. I mean, it's not really in a city; it's out.
right.
Thing about 5 stars, there's not a lot of trees. It has more of a Montana plains, big sky, huge mountains, lakes and
Montana
rivers.
has a lot of trees, though.
Yeah. Okay. This place doesn't have a lot of trees.
We're gonna fight today, I think.
Oh,
Are we
I
gonna
know.
fight?
Yeah. Why?
I don't
And
know.
why?
You're so aggressive.
I
with me this morning.
started with good morning.
Oh gosh. Okay. You didn't do
And
anything
then
wrong in this
beep,
whole conversation.
beep, beep.
I'm the bad guy.
Yep.
No.
See how I
Watch it.
switched that
Watch
up?
it again.
Switched
Yeah.
it up.
You're very aggressive this morning.
I'm sorry.
I win.
Hey, wait a minute. What just happened here?
I don't know.
So, my first choice is Park City Valhalla.
And not in the winter, though. We're not going to do them in the winter, right?
Yeah, not this year. No, our first one is
Like
likely to
ever
be
ago?
in mid-April. Oh no, we're not.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, we're gonna have midwinter Valhallas. Well, think about it. With the Park City one where we own it,
Right.
it's 365 days a year.
Right, but it's so hard to get up there in the
No,
winter.
gentlemen, if I may. That's exactly part of the appeal to it, is that it's a 10,500 square foot mansion on the top of a hill, right?
On top of a mountain.
Let the blizzard
It's not even a
rage.
hill, it's a mountain.
There will be a manly feel about that. In this place,
You
there's
guys
like,
will get
there's
snowed
like
in
2
and everybody will
giant
get
stone
cabin
columns.
fever.
One of them has 2 fireplaces on 2 levels, another one on 1. Those cracking in midwinter.
Yeah.
Oh, very manly. And then all the outdoor living, the paved stone patio, barbecue stuff out
Right.
there. Fantastic. Hot tub in winter
That's manly.
is fantastic. That's right.
With a bunch of dudes.
With a bunch of dudes in a hot tub. There's nothing manlier than a bunch of dudes in a hot tub. So
Oh boy.
So we would own it, and if the road is snowed in, not a problem. You arrive at the bottom, and we snowmobile each person up for the week. And it is like heavy-duty wargaming and food snowed in this mansion
And people will
up
develop
on the top of the hill. Oh no, not nerds.
No?
Wargaming nerds?
Oh yeah, that's true.
They hardly ever leave the
That's
thing.
true. Yeah.
and we'll have like snowshoes and some outdoor things. Snowmobile,
Yeah.
4 snowmobiles there. Cabin fever. Out you go. On 10 acres. The location we want to buy is 10 acres. Choice number 2 is Sundance.
Do you really like Sundance?
That's what we both came up with.
Really?
Yeah, the other places they got to be broken in. People don't know what they are. You know, there's a thing. So it's one of those two. Either we'll create our own,
right,
which will be equal to or more awesome than the Sundance thing.
Right.
And yeah, it's the rent. The rent per day for owning it is a fourth of the rental cost.
Right.
Yep. Plus, we can rent it for other people at other points in time.
Yeah.
That makes us happy inside the whole concept. So we're working on it. It's a big project. So we're gonna call on anybody that has ever had goodwill towards us. Now is the time to pitch in for Valhalla.
And if you haven't been, we're gonna release dates by the end of this month, right? For next year. Release dates for next year.
But yeah, right now I'm tentatively saying April 8 through 14, something like that.
Yeah. By the end of this month, we'll have certain dates.
Yeah, by the end of this month, there will be.
And if you haven't been, you really have to come. It's seriously my favorite thing ever. I wasn't a huge fan at the beginning. I didn't help out a lot and stuff, and I love it now. I fight to go. I'm like, I'm going every single time because it is so much fun. It's great. It's so much fun to hang out with the people there, play the games. It's awesome.
We get good people out. So
really
it's like a convention distilled down
but
to
the
one drop of
It's
awesomeness.
so relaxed and just casual, and your food is prepared for you. I mean, you literally do nothing but play games. That's all that you have to do, or do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. So, yeah, it's really fun. I don't think there's one person who hasn't said they want to come back. That's Ben.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, huge enthusiasm.
Yeah. So, awesome. So, what else? Halloween. What are you doing?
I really haven't given it any thought.
Really?
Well, here's the deal. I'm in this, just real quick, because I've been talking the whole time, and I'm sorry about that.
I do.
That's what I do.
It's okay. Continue. Come on. All right, so I'll tell you what I'm doing for Halloween.
Thank you.
How about that? Okay. So, busy year. Haven't had a lot of time to really do a lot of stuff. So, we decided that I love doing the group things with my kids. So we are gonna do like the classic monsters. Quinn's gonna be a werewolf. Allie's gonna be a vampire, and I'm gonna be a mummy.
A mummy.
A mummy.
Get it?
Because I'm the mummy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're actually gonna go get our costumes today. We're pretty excited. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. What about your kids?
Well, I have a study at home, and which is our guest room.
Right.
And I want to tell you that place is kept fastidiously clean.
Okay.
Everything in order. It's all nice and neat. I come home and to unwind, I vacuum. I pick everything up, wipe everything down. It's beautiful. The downstairs bathroom, same thing, just the way I like it. It's clean. If the kids leave something out on the counter, stop what you're doing and come in here just for a second.
Right.
And I don't get on them. I'm not upset, but I'm
Right.
like, don't leave stuff out on the counter because this is a beautiful place. So I come home.
His bathroom.
I'm like, awesome. It's time for me to just have my zen and be in my beautiful place. Where I've even put a lock on the door to make sure it's
bathroom.
Not the bathroom.
Okay.
Go back to the study now. Where I sit and contemplate the important things in life. I go in there and it is a disaster. It's a complete, oh my gosh. It's like those movie scenes are like, dun, dun, dun. That was bad. What was happening? Yeah, it's just piles of stuff on all my neatness. Yeah, Tammy had been down there, was digging around in the Halloween costume stuff, and and I was like, I go upstairs and yeah, I'm a little prima donna for my clean space.
Okay.
And yep, I'm like, honey, I can't go, please. Oh my gosh, yeah. A little prima donna. I'm like, please, honey, you gotta go down there and clean that up. I can't be in there right now. Yeah, that's right. I just got a look from her.
You did.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, okay, have things the way you want. That's the way I want them.
And you probably. Yeah.
And I work hard to do it. And think about that. Oh boy, here we go.
I know.
How many wives out there, if you had 100 of them, how many of them would issue a complaint on their husband's cleanliness? I'm going to say 80%.
You think?
What percent of them have husbands who pick up after themselves?
I think a lot of guys
Don't
do.
I don't leave dishes out.
You wash your own dishes when you use them?
I put them in the sink, and that is close.
Okay.
No, I monitor that too.
Right.
I have the kids make sure they unload and load the dishwasher.
Okay.
Oh, I love the way I saw that.
I know.
My clothes go in the hamper. I put my own clothes through the washer and dryer.
Okay.
And make sure that they get through again. And if I see some trash on the floor on the steps on the way up, I pick that up. Yeah, I'm going to say less than 10%.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go. So no, I don't feel bad asking for things the way that I want them in my two specific areas of the house. The guest bathroom, or excuse me, the downstairs bathroom and the guest room.
Gotcha.
Yep. 2 rooms are cleaned by me.
So Halloween's on Wednesday. Are you going to dress up?
I don't know. I never really... No, that's perfect.
We should. We should. We should do a Halloween costume.
Well, I've always wanted to get Star Trek costumes.
We were going to do that this year.
Why don't you price that out and just see if we can just squeeze it out?
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Who's going to be good?
And all have at least like Star Trek shirts. I'm gonna go as Janeway.
Sitting at our desks. Not Captain Kirk. Right?
No, not a captain. If anything, Picard. I think my head looks like Picard's head when I'm shaved bald.
Are you gonna go bald?
Yeah, he has kind of a ridge.
Are you gonna go bald?
That'd be awesome. Could you cut my hair like that, where I had the little Picard kind of ring around there? All right, let's do it.
Tammy's gonna kill me.
I would do it.
Tammy would kill me. Okay.
Why?
I don't know.
Tammy's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. Alright.
She's gonna think it's hilarious and be like, "Wait, we just had family pictures. Okay,
You're good."
All I have to do is not embarrass her in front of the relatives.
Right.
That's my one task.
It's not a big task.
It's big for me.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true.
I get there and it's like
You have to think before you
I just
talk,
have
and
to-
it's hard, huh? Yeah. I've gone through that.
okay. So you're doing the classics for Halloween.
Yeah. Yep. Quinn's pretty excited. He was making werewolf noises last night. It was not a pretty sight. I was like, oh, you should not do that. So Allie doesn't really understand yet. She just thinks she's going to be a monster. So, that's what she does. It's pretty cute. So,
And she was going to be a what?
she's going to be a vampire.
A vampire. Well, that could be a good.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I don't know how
She
we're
thinks
going to keep the
it's
teeth
hilarious.
in there, you know. So,
Yeah, I have no idea.
yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah.
Could you put veneers on? Actually, taste
Well,
She's
yeah,
too young for
but
that.
they're too young. She'd probably choke on them or something.
Right.
Right.
See, good. This is, by the way, this is mother's paranoia.
Yeah.
So you've got to
Yeah.
be thinking about the bad things that
Right.
can happen.
Yeah, bad things happen all the time, so yeah, we're pretty excited though. But
So what else?
okay, so interesting. Do you want to hear my story?
I do.
All right, so I have been sick for like 2 months now, right? Just off and on, crazy sicknesses, right? So I'm reading up on things like my symptoms and stuff. Turns out that whooping cough is like really prevalent in Utah right now. Do you know this? Do you know? Okay, so it is. Like there's a huge outbreak of whooping cough. So I'm reading about whooping cough and the symptoms, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I might have whooping cough, right? Which is just funny because it's whooping cough. Like, that's the worst name of anything you could possibly have, you know?
Outbreak of Rubinella.
Right.
Whatever it is, like old timey, you know?
Whooping cough.
Typhoid fever.
It's kind of fun to say, so I don't know. Yeah. So I'm freaking out though at this point because Allie.
What do you think it is, Doc?
Well,
I might have a case of whooping cough.
Yeah. So my kids don't get vaccinated though, because I'm super paranoid and I'm like that crazy mom who's like, okay, you're not gonna tell me what to do.
That's not crazy.
Right. So anyway.
That's normal.
Yeah. Well, it should be. People should question it.
Yeah, people should question authority and not just take whatever is told them.
Right. So my kids don't get vaccinated, but I'm like, gosh, if I have whooping cough, I should probably go get Allie vaccinated, right? So I go to her doctor and I'm talking to him and I'm like, you know, should I get her vaccinated? Like, what should I do? And he's like, oh yeah, definitely get her vaccinated. And I was like, okay, but have you heard about the meningitis outbreak?
Right, fungal meningitis.
In shots, okay? In vaccines and in cortisone shots. there has been a strain of meningitis in shots. So I'm like, so what are the symptoms? Like if she gets whooping cough, like how bad is it? Is it going to kill her? And he's like, oh no, she'll just have a bad cough for 3 months. Cough for 3 months or meningitis and die. What am I going to do, right? So I'm talking to this doctor and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like why would I give her the shot that she could get meningitis with?
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah, I'm saying this to the doctor. And he's like, oh, no, like, that's not going to happen. I'm like, people have died from getting shots that have meningitis in it, right? And he's like, oh, no. And he's
later that night, he's hanging up his head, oh, brother!
Right? And so, I didn't end up doing it, but, yeah.
Nope.
Right.
Good for you. Follow your mother's instincts.
Because I actually went there and I was going to do the shot and everything, but then I just, like, panicked. And I was actually sitting in the waiting room, like, looking up the shot, and then I saw the meningitis thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, we're going to kill off everybody with all these crazy things that's going on.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, think about it this way.
Yeah.
If millions of years of evolution, then man in his natural state is equipped to deal with the problems presented to him in nature. Come on in.
It's me.
Yeah, come on in. We're doing a morning show. It's Sarah. You can be in here. No, you don't need to be in. Go. Okay. Anyway. So just saying that there's an inside story going on here, which is Sarah became over the years a catch-all around the studio. Like everybody would go to her anytime there was a problem, anytime there was an issue. Even me. I'm doing this decision. Come on in and sit on this. You know, sit in on this, not sit on this. Yeah, and it turns out, no, Sarah's not needed for every single last thing. So I picked some critical, larger, higher order, high-end, high-importance projects. And I was like, here, this desperately needs to be done. And so that's where we're putting her expertise. Yeah. And I'm on inquiries for a week and a half, possibly another week after that. And I'm really excited. It's nice to be answering the clients' phone calls again and whatnot. You know, blue table painting. This is Sean.
The phone rings this morning. He's like, I got it, and he was just way enthusiastic.
I'm like, so I was like, hey, I'll be answering a phone. That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Haven't had to do that for a while.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Oh boy. Yeah.
All right. So what else? What's going on in Shannon?
Yeah, just dealing with the whooping cough. So that was fun. It's funny to say. It cracks me up. Yeah, not a lot. I kicked my roommate out. That's been a big deal.
Wait, did that actually happen?
So she's not out yet, but she will be.
Oh, okay.
I think probably within the next couple weeks. So sooner than I had anticipated.
There you go.
Yeah, gonna live on my own. I'm gonna do it all by myself. Yeah.
She can bring home the bacon.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Fry it up in a pan.
And then you can't eat it because we burnt it or something. I don't know.
Burn the bacon up in a pan.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Just busy, work, kids.
Gotta run out the front door as the house burns down from a grease fire.
You know, I used to love the smell of bacon when it was like cooking in the house, you know, because it leaves that. I mean, everything smells like bacon when you cook it. I don't love it anymore.
You don't love it anymore?
No, I actually made bacon the other day and I was like, oh, like my house, I smell like bacon. I get it off.
Pig meat.
I didn't burn it, but yeah, I didn't love it. So I don't think I'm gonna be cooking bacon for a while. It's kind of weird. Isn't that weird how like
what smell do you like?
your taste change though, like over time? Because I used to.
When you get old, this is hilarious. Shannon just turned 30, right? Just 30, and she's like, "Oh, I'm old."
I didn't say that.
Yeah, she's like that.
Well, I feel it though. I mean, really. I mean, okay, so I have a bad back. My back hurts all the time, right? And
that's awesome. Your hair pulled back.
I mean, really though. My knee is crap. I have tennis elbow. I have weak wrist. I mean, really, like I'm falling apart.
At age 30.
At age 30.
What the heck?
I don't know. So,
there you go.
I mean, I feel like this all the time, you know, and it's painful being 30. I don't know. This is when it's hit me. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I feel better than that, and I'm 43.
Really?
Yeah. I feel great. Every day I get up and I go, thanks you, God, for my awesome body. And then I strike some poses in my 9-foot wide by 5-foot high mirror that I have in my bedroom. Okay, so here's, everyone may as well just know this. The study,
Okay.
my room,
Okay.
used to be the workout room for the people that lived there before us.
Oh, okay.
And
So
they
it's
had
just
this
mirrors on
giant
the
mirror,
wall.
and I wanted to get rid of it. I put it up on like Craigslist. Come and just get this mirror out of here. But no, I mean, think of the difficulty of getting this giant mirror out. Yeah, so it's always there. Now I don't even see it because, you know, it's
You don't
just
ever
there
look in
all
the
the
mirror
time.
or anything?
I do occasionally.
Oh, occasionally.
Yeah, strike some poses in the mirror.
Well, I have a friend that I used to make fun of because she's really like, oh, I'm so pretty, and you know what I mean?
Was
like,
she so pretty?
Yeah, she's pretty, but she's always like wanted the attention and stuff, you know.
Okay.
Tell me I'm beautiful and stuff, you know.
Are you serious?
She would.
Whoa, no, hold
Yeah.
on a second. I gotta know this. So it was a roommate or a friend?
A friend.
So it was a friend.
Yeah,
And
and she's still a great friend of mine,
you-
and it's funny. It was funny,
Right.
you know. I mean, it was kind
No,
of like a
because she
joke.
might see this, so that's
probably
fine.
not,
You can
No,
not say
she
your
probably-
real opinion.
Well, no, it's funny, and this is actually
But
not.
I
funny.
want to know the
Okay.
context of the. Tell me I'm pretty. Are you by yourselves?
We could be,
Just
yeah.
you
we have
two.
been.
She'd be like, Shannon, tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, she has before.
That's awesome, and she already knows it.
She already knows it. She's really pretty. She's on my derby team, so
Shannon,
yeah.
tell me I'm pretty.
Sean, that's just creepy now. I don't know why it's weird.
Why is that
I don't
creepy?
know. So anyways,
Tell me I'm pretty.
so I would always
No,
tell her
seriously.
that.
Say
Stop.
Sean, you're
Let me
pretty.
finish my story.
You can just say
No.
Sean, you're pretty. That's all
Sean,
you
I
have to
can't
say.
do it.
No, come on. Look at this face. Just look at this gorgeous.
Why do I end up in these situations?
Say
Let
Sean,
me
you're
finish my
pretty.
story.
No, not until you
It's
say.
okay.
What if I go like this?
Sean,
And
you're
backwards
pretty.
like this. There it is. Okay, go ahead.
I feel so used. So I always tease her that she's so vain and stuff like this, you know. And so she comes to my house one day and she's like, seriously, Shannon, I'm vain. I have mirrors all over my house.
But
It
did
turns
she
out,
just realize this? Like one day she woke up and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm vain.
oh no, I tease her all the time that she is.
You tease her.
Yeah,
Okay.
so then when she came to my house one time, and I seriously, like all my decorations are mirrors for some reason. I probably have 5 in one room when you first walk
Really?
in. Yeah, it's kind of a lot.
Okay. Huh.
And so, I mean, they're
But do you
little.
look in
and
them? Do you look in them
I,
as you go by?
yeah, right there. Turns out.
Because I have this giant mirror and I almost never look in it.
Oh yeah, I look in the mirror
Like not even once a day.
every time I walk by it. I mean, who would want to look at this? I don't know. So then, yeah, it's a horrible thing because she's like, really, Shannon, I'm vain. How many freaking mirrors do you need in your house?
That's
Like,
awesome. She called you on it.
Yeah, so it was pretty
She
funny.
called you on it.
Yeah.
How many mirrors do you have in your house? How many times do you look in the mirror? Yeah, I actually don't. Other than when I'm shaving,
Really?
in which case I'm just looking at this area. Even when I comb my hair, I get out of the shower. Yeah, I never inspect myself.
Yeah.
Really.
I like to stare at myself in the mirror. It's
I
cool.
introspect.
Yeah.
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 I sit and look at a sunset and go, how could I be a better person?
Do you?
No,
No.
not really.
So.
All right, what else? Ooh, how would you be a better person? What would you change about yourself?
I would be more patient and more accepting.
I would not talk over people. Go ahead.
Work on it!
Right. Starting now.
Yeah, I would be more patient, more understanding and accepting of people, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little judgmental?
I can be very critical, very judgmental,
Yeah.
very impatient with things, especially my children, my poor children. I expect a lot out of my kids.
Like a little thing, a little.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I
what
mean,
are you doing? Why are you
Ellie's
doing
3
this?
for pity's sake,
I know.
you know?
And she's
Come
the
on.
sweetest
She's
little
probably
thing
making
ever.
less mistakes than you.
I don't know, she makes a lot of mistakes. Don't let the cutest kid do.
The most mature person in our house, the 3-year-old.
Yeah, Allie's the most
No,
bossiest
seriously.
in our
She's
house.
like, no, you guys be nice.
Yeah. Allie's pretty bossy though. It's pretty bad. Me and her just butt heads because we have the same personality. And so
yes,
I'm trying to work on
Brutal.
this. Yeah.
No.
It's hard.
I see this dynamic too. My
Yeah.
wife and our 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, you two. Like
But
first
they're
thing in the morning,
probably
right out of the gate, sulking, fighting, like 2 cats that get too
exactly
close.
the same. And you would think, why can't they just get along? Because they're so similar. But that's why. Because they're so similar. So, yeah.
That is correct. Oh, so I get home last
Really, what
night.
would you change though?
The kid,
Okay.
Oh, about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about me?
I wouldn't about well, seriously, really.
The theme song today is "You're So Vain." By
Yeah,
the
a
way.
couple of things. Yeah, you're so vain. It's
You probably think this
not
party
interrupt,
show's about you.
not interrupt, and You probably think this morning show is about you.
Yeah, what's
That's
going on
awesome.
with the song? I don't know.
It would be really to listen better and not interrupt people so much. Not every day. Some days I get up and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall today.
Yeah. Well,
A giant 6-foot-tall fly that dive bombs you is more like it.
Well, and it's really hard because I know, like, when people talk to me sometimes, all I'm doing is thinking about what I'm going to say next, and I don't even listen to anything that they're saying. So, yeah, that's a tough one.
We did that yesterday. We were both talking at the same time, and someone was like, did you guys realize that neither of you heard what the person just said?
We were
and I was
yelling
like,
at each other.
oh, really? And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't really hear what she just said.
I said it, actually, because we were yelling. We were saying something, and we both just got louder and louder because we wanted to win, and neither one of us stopped. And then finally when I was done, I was like, do you realize that we were both just talking at the same time and we didn't hear anything? We're talking to each other.
Shannon and I have mock battles that we do very loud at the studio. Well, maybe if you paid attention to what you were doing, like new guys are like, holy crap, this is not a healthy environment at all.
But then we laugh.
Oh yeah, we
great.
have a good laugh. And none of it's serious. It's just like
No.
completely made up. Did my thing come off the printer? No, it didn't, Sean. Well, maybe if you paid more attention to what was going on around you, why don't you just leave me alone?
Well, maybe if you could push print, it would come out.
Yeah.
I mean, just mocking all day long. It's fun. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. So, okay, so where's your story? I interrupted you. Made you go back.
Oh, so my kids, so I get home, my kids have already gone to like this church kind of open house, and it's a harvest festival.
Okay.
So like there's little, they have little haunted rooms. I mean, it's really mild.
Right.
So the old thing where you stick your hand in a bowl of noodles.
I still can't do that,
You know,
by the way.
and it's like,
I still
oh,
can't do
these
that.
are her intestines.
No.
You know? So my 3-year-old gets home, she's got face paint, and she's like, Dad, I went to the harvest festival and I stuck my hand on a icky brain. And I'm like, that's cool. She's like, no, it wasn't cool. She was like, so they did that. Where it's like, oh, this is a brain. And so to her, it's real.
Right.
Oh, you want to hear something really creepy? Like Stephen King creepy?
Okay.
So in the guest room,
Because Stephen King's creepy.
which is my study, but there's also a bed. Isn't that lovely? Where Sean can get a nice, uninterrupted, peaceful sleep. It's like a sensory deprivation chamber because it's in the basement. There's no light that comes in. It's in the corner, so it's surrounded on, and then there's a storage area on one side. It's kind of cattywampus, so it's surrounded on all sides by unoccupied areas.
Right.
And so no light gets in. Oh, it's so delicious. So anyway, but there's window sills in there that are below, I don't know why they designed it this way, but they're below ground and under the deck. So no light gets in. So I'm just setting the stage with windowsills.
Right.
So my daughter comes in and she like body slams me off of this windowsill, right? And so one day I go, Reggie the Claw doesn't like, and so I'm talking like with this claw, Reggie the Claw doesn't like little girls who jump on their dads. And so Reggie's kind of reading her the riot act
The fly.
about the thing, and she started crying. She was freaked out by Reggie the Claw. And so then I made Reggie nice.
Right.
I was like, oh, Reggie didn't mean to scare you. You
So
know,
creepy
like,
if you say that.
yes,
Like,
exactly. Oh yeah, totally. And I'm like, Reggie likes carrots. You know, and
Yeah.
so I've given the claw, Reggie the Claw, a little personality, and his home is under the pillows. Right? See, everyone I've told this is like, what? By the way, it still hasn't gotten Stephen King yet. Are you ready?
Okay.
Shall I continue?
Yeah.
All right, great. So Reggie the Claw lives under the pillow. So I put my hand under the pillow, and out comes Reggie the Claw, right?
Right.
So Willow believes this is real. I'm doing the voice, but she's talking to the claw. And so, oh yeah. So Reggie the Claw, she'll do anything Reggie the Claw says. Reggie the Claw thinks it's about time for you to brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth, Willow. And she goes, okay, Reggie. And she goes, bup, 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 and I'm just like, yikes. And it is seriously, it's like red rum. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
It's kind of funny though.
I will. Yeah. What's with the fly?
I don't know.
The flies love humans.
There's
They're
just
trying to
like,
be
but there's
friendly.
always one in like every room here. It seems
Yeah,
like.
this huge room.
Yeah.
One fly, one you.
If when on you
It's like
too,
that obnoxious guy. He can't just be somewhere else
you just
doing
scared
his
me.
thing.
Like,
Damn,
don't
I'm
pull
so
out,
sorry.
Reggie.
Reggie the Claw.
I don't
Says, be nice to the flies, Shannon.
Oh boy. No, I kill flies.
Oh yeah, kill them dead.
Yeah.
No thing. I've gotten really good at knocking them out of the air, like with a fly swatter.
Really?
Yeah, actually. If you take like multiple swats, they get confused, and you can just bat them.
Just confuse them.
Yeah, what is your fly swatting technique? Right?
Yeah, I don't really have one. I just kind of.
Brig can catch him in his hand like that.
Yeah, because Brig is like a ninja.
Brig is a ninja.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's weird.
Like he's working 3 days a week now. He's probably working here full time, and we just don't know it.
He was like limping.
He's such a ninja. He
was
can do his work and
limping
nobody will
last
see him.
week. Did you see this?
Limping?
Or a couple weeks ago, he was limping. I was like, Brig, what did you do? And he does. What does he do? He's like
Taekwondo.
Yeah. Yeah, he like hurt himself in that. So yeah.
And we have several martial arts
Yeah, it's weird.
experts here.
Well, and it
There's
kind of scares
Karen,
me because
Rob, and
Brig, and I don't realize it, and I talk a lot of crap. They're like, I could just kill you right now. I'm like, oh gosh, you could. It's a little bit intimidating.
yeah.
Yeah.
I worked with a guy who was really good at martial arts, and one day he's like, try and hit me, and I'm like, I'm game. So,
This sounds like a great idea.
I go to hit him, and I miss, of course. But in the 0.0003 of a second, I feel like these pats, like 7 times over the front of my body.
What did
That
he do?
he went in and he was hitting me, but just not very hard.
Oh.
He was just like, and then he explained it to me about timing.
Right.
That you can actually, there's a rhythm to a combat, and if you can break that rhythm, you just get right in. And
Yeah.
it was like, yikes, that's pretty scary.
Yeah. It is
So
freaky.
anyway.
Yeah. I would never want to fight him.
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go.
People in there doing stuff. Makes me feel lazy.
People in there doing stuff makes me feel lazy. Hold on. If I may, just think about the profoundness of that statement. People will quit doing so much stuff. Maybe I wouldn't feel so lazy. What?
It's not that I'm
That doesn't
lazy,
even
but
make
like
any sense.
I don't have time to go do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm so busy. I mean, it's like I work, I go home, I gotta deal with the kids and everything they got going on that I haven't even made it to derby practice for like a month, just
Really?
because I don't have
thought
time.
that was like your thing,
Yeah, I just don't have time. So going to the gym or doing anything like that just completely out of the question.
You're wearing 2 hats.
Yeah,
And it's hard to be the mother and the father.
it is. So
I don't know
then-
how I would do it. How
and
would I
then-
do all of this, then go home
Yeah,
and do all the stuff that Tammy normally does?
it's exhausting.
Yeah,
Well, my
it's a
laundry
16-hour
isn't
day.
done, my dishes aren't
Absolutely.
done. My kids are fed, but yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of things that just go, can't do it all. So
Yeah.
And then we got the whooping cough. I just like
And
it.
then the whooping cough on top of that.
Then whooping cough.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
You know, those diseases really aren't very funny.
No, yeah, they kind of are though when you say them.
Yeah. Severe case of gonorrhea.
Oh gosh, and we went there.
Tuberculomania.
All right, are we done? We should probably go back to work. People
Thanks
are
for tuning in,
stuff.
folks. Bye.